Friday night, we grew up a little bit as a basketball team. We're starting to learn our identity some and beat a good basketball team in Youngstown, and it was a tough fashion. So I was proud of our guys for persevering. Again, playing good defense early in the game, kept us in the game in the second half. We got more offensive contribution, and were able to score the ball a bit better. And it took the lead, I guess, to stay at 8+ minutes and kept it throughout. Felt like Kobe Julian had his best game, and he's definitely getting better each and every night. Coming off the TCU game where he was hitting the eye and had blurred vision all week, even in practice on Thursday before the Youngstown game on Friday. So felt like he improved and got a little better, as did some other guys on our team. And we're excited about this trip coming up. We play at Wyoming on Thursday. They have a game versus Detroit and Mercy, I believe, tomorrow night. And then we'll play those guys on Thursday in Laramie, and then head on to Las Vegas, where we'll play 2 days in a row against Detroit and Mercy next Monday, and then UC Irvine on Tuesday in the main event out in Las Vegas. So,
free throw shooting, y'all have had teams and stretches during the time of year where it's been really good, and what you did the other night, is that something that can, I mean, you can win a lot of games making free throws, so do you expect this to be an excellent kind of free throw shooting team, or was that just an excellent performance?
well, certainly it was an excellent performance. We'd like to duplicate that if we can and continue that. We have shot free throws well all summer and fall. We've shot them the last couple of years. I think we've had 2 of the top 3 teams in school history, percentage-wise. And one of our goals this game was to get to the free throw line more. We wanted to play inside out. We were out free throwed at home by Loyola and by McNeese. And of course, we were severely out free throwed at TCU. So we needed to make sure that we got to the free throw line. And our guys did a good job of that in the second half. We got in the bonus and got there quickly. But like I told the team afterwards, and I think I mentioned Friday night, we shoot every day at practice on game day, and we went 24 for 24. So it's not surprising to us. Just glad the guys were able to keep the streak going.
You mentioned possibly learning this team's identity on Friday. What was the biggest thing maybe that you learned about this team's identity?
Just a little bit about our toughness and how we closed out the game much better. Our defense was better the last 10 minutes than it had been all year, and the guys stuck to the plan. And even though we're still shorthanded and hope to get additional team members out there this week on this trip, we were able to fight through it and finish the game the way it needed to be finished on the defensive end and at the free throw line.
Who do you expect to get back on the trip? Is Smith going to go? Is that going to change the Hardy's status?
Yeah, Hardy's status is still the same, and Smith has got a chance to come back. We'll see. He had an appointment today at noon, so he's going through something right now, and we'll see if he gets clearance to play or not.
What do you like about the point guard that you signed?
Michael Thomas. He's got very good speed. Reminds us of Casey a little bit, Shepard and Malik in a sense, that really can get up and down the floor. Has good vision, really good 2-point field goal shooter off the bounce, which is hard to teach, something that Malik Wilson does for us right now. But just like his speed and the way he goes about things, he's one of the better guards in the state. He committed to us last February. He's a point. Needs to get stronger.
Who's somebody who's really impressed you or stood out to you early on in this season?
On our team, proud of Cedric. I think he's fighting it. He took a injury at TCU and had 18 or 38 at the half. I mean, he scores half our points in the first half. Was shooting the cover off the ball, and then has a pulled groin, a little bit of a hip flexor, and so we chose to sit in the second half. And he struggled in practice Thursday, fought through it, and then thought he fought through it in the game on Friday, and really did a nice job defensively to start the second half. Showed some toughness, and I think he calmed our team down late too. So pleased with Cedric, certainly pleased with Jalen, the way he's scoring the ball. Knew he could do that. Not a surprise there. And Kobe just becoming a little bit more aggressive and consistent. Thought he had a good game also.
What did you know about Wyoming? I know you have another game tomorrow, but just what makes them good, I guess?
They've got off to a slow start. Coach Edwards does a good job. If you remember, they beat our team that won 27 a couple years ago in the semifinals of the Cajuns Classic after we'd beaten Iowa. and they did a nice job in that game, and it really out-toughed us. We couldn't score the ball, and but they're totally different. They've got one guy that can score in Maldonado. The rest of their guys, they're still searching for their identity a little bit. They have not shot the ball well so far. They've been at home for a few games, but there'll be a handful there. They only have one or two seniors that play, similar to us, younger team, a lot of youngsters. So a great opportunity for us to go into Laramie and play in that environment.
And then to be on the road for that and then the tournament in Las Vegas, how much can a road trip like that maybe help a team to grow?
Hopefully it can help. We've done this before in years past, and we'll be out for a while, and we're excited about our academic advisor going with us on this trip, so the guys will get plenty of study hall because we'll have a couple down days. And we chose to wait and play the last two games instead of play one, take one off. And we'll get Detroit on the second day, and then we'll get Irvine with a day's rest on the third day.
It's a young team. I'm sorry. It's a young team. Is it good to have this opportunity? You're going to have 5 or 6 days where everybody's together. Not like they're not together a lot already, but now it's going to be a 24-hour thing. Is it good to have this at this point?
It can be. We've done it before in the past. Certainly we played at Auburn and went from Auburn straight to the main event. I believe in 14-15 did the same tournament and had a day or two off and played. So similar situation. And most of our guys, really all of them that have played AAU basketball, have been to Vegas a couple of times. Now last year they didn't go because of the rule change. And it was the first time that I hadn't been in like 26 summers of recruiting. But the guys are familiar with Las Vegas and the area, and as far as bonding, it'll be different roommates on different trips, and so there can be some growth there with our team, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they accept this trip and getting the freshmen ready to go. And then we're going to leave a couple people at home too that can't travel because of injury.
Coach, you mentioned Jalen. I mean, even with him sitting out the entirety of last year, it seems like he hasn't skipped a beat when it comes to scoring this year. How encouraging is that he kind of just, is this, I guess, contributing this much so early in the season?
Yeah, just want him to continue to be consistent. He can shoot the basketball. He's got a good mid-range game. He can score in the post. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's had 2 of the 4 games where he didn't get loose from 3. He did at TCU, but we need to get him some more three-point shots probably at certain times, and we'll pull him away from the basket. We play him in the middle of our spread offense the majority of the time, and but he's not an inside player. He's a face-up forward, and I think he's battled it well. And I've been really pleased with his scoring and just hope he remains consistent.